Alright guys, hey, what's up? Welcome back to What Shall We Do Next, and today's video is going to be somewhat interesting and a little different. It's something that I've never talked about before on my channel, even though it's only been going on really for the last couple of years, but I guess it could be like a story time video, and it's something that I kind of struggle with. Not really struggle, it's not like a problem. I'm not going to start crying in this video or anything, but it's something that's been causing me to, I guess you could say, lose sleep and stuff like that. And yes, I'm talking about sleepwalking. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking the exact same thing I thought. Like, I never even thought about it as sleepwalking, but this is how I started. I've noticed it gradually getting worse over the last couple of years, and how it really started was, and I think this is the root of the problem, is it could be like stress induced, or it could be like anxiety induced, something like that, because I do struggle with anxiety. I'm a very anxious person. Even though you probably wouldn't think it on camera, I do tend to panic a lot and overly worry about like every little thing and stuff like that. And I don't know whether that's just the Virgo in me or what, but like, it's just who I am. I'm just a big worrier. And I remember a long time ago, I used to always have this fear of waking up and being late for work. And I think everybody has that like fear. It's not really like, some people just don't care. They're like, if I'm late, doesn't really matter. But in my job that I was in, back then, this started like a long time ago. I think this is where it happened. There was a couple of times I used to work in a school, and I won't get into the details, but there was a couple of times where I was sort of responsible for being there to open up the school in the morning. And I'm talking like really early in the morning, like 6 a.m. And I was doing that 5 days a week. And then there was this one particular day where I overslept, and it was a problem. And I'm not just talking like I overslept 20 minutes, it was literally 3 hours. uh, the good old days. But no, seriously though, that did, I didn't get in trouble or anything, I kind of spoke to the school about it, and they were just like, it happens, everybody oversleeps at some point. Ever since then, I had this like extreme anxiety. I don't know whether it's related to this. Not just I've been a very anxious person anyway, but I never really was anxious about, like oversleeping until that happened. It was just the worst feeling ever. When I woke up and my phone had a bunch of missed calls and texts and stuff like, where are you? I think it might be related to that, because ever since then, I have carried that fear of oversleeping. Even when I did nothing for a living except YouTube, I was still jumping up early in the morning and like stuff like that. It was like an anxiety thing. So I always had this anxiety of being late. Even when I had nowhere to be, I would still do it. Like, even when I was with my ex-girlfriend years ago, she even noticed it. Like, I would sometimes jump up in the morning and be like, "What? I've got to get ready." And I would start getting ready, and I wouldn't get ready for anything. Like, I wasn't getting ready for nothing. It's just a panic. And it's happened to me so many times. It happened a lot. But I've noticed this year in particular, and I'm working 6 days a week, and I work early in the morning, and I make YouTube videos at night. So it's like, I've got two different things going on. But I work in the morning 6 days a week, and I don't know whether that has something to do with it, or, the stress of everything going on in the world right now, like with everything with COVID and stuff like that, because I think it really started to get worse around that time, to where it actually led to me sleepwalking, and I wasn't even aware of it. I am a very light sleeper, and it's crazy. The slightest little noise wakes me up. I can't relax at night. I have insomnia too, which, like, I struggle to even fall asleep. Sometimes it can take me 2 or 3 hours just to fall asleep, and then when I am asleep, it's trying to stay asleep. I wake up every 30 minutes, and it stresses me out. So I feel like I am definitely sleep deprived. I maybe get 4 or 5 hours on a good night, but the sleepwalking issue became more recent. It was more just a little bit before COVID, I guess you could say, or maybe during the time COVID really started. I noticed I was waking up for work, and I would wake up before my alarm, and I stopped having these like panic attacks when I woke up in the morning. Instead, I would wake up, and I would like get out of bed, and I would be literally, the first thing I do every morning is open the window and let some air in the house, and stuff like that. Open the curtains, open the window, and then I would start to get dressed. Now, I was doing that every single day, and it got me so pissed off because I wasn't aware that I was doing it. And I would go to bed, and I would wake up literally 2 or 3 hours later, and it's still early in the morning. It wasn't even like I didn't have to wake up for another 3 hours at this point. But I would wake up, and I would be like, I would just get up, and I just don't remember doing it though. And the way I remember, like the only thing I really remember from it is when I kind of snap out of it. It's like I'm aware of what's going on, but I just don't have control over myself. It's the strangest feeling. It's like you're not present, even though you're aware of what's going on. It's hard to explain, but it's like I get up, I would go and do things like open the window, and I would open the curtains. That was always the thing, like open the window, open the curtains, and I would start to get dressed, like very calmly. There was no panic attack. I didn't wake up. I wasn't like panicking or anything like that, like about being late. I was just like getting dressed like it was normal. And then I would suddenly realize the time. Like I have so many different devices. I have a clock in my room, I have my phone, I have my computer, I have my laptop, I have like everything has the time. And all it would take for me to realize that this is not normal is look at the freaking clock. But this is where I get angry. Like I have this like rage when I realize what I'm doing. I become enraged, like crazy angry at myself. It's like really bizarre because like later on in the day I kind of find it a little bit funny, but at the time it's like I can't control my anger and I just get so angry and I'm like yelling at myself, not like out loud, but like you fucking idiot, like why are you doing this? Like that kind of thing. Because I'm just so tired, I want to sleep, and I keep like it's not like anything's waking me up. It's me doing this. It's like I'm waking up and I'm starting to do stupid shit, like getting ready for work and like 3 in the morning. And it's just crazy. But I get angry about it because when I get back into bed, it's extremely hard for me to fall asleep again, because I'm so angry and I'm so like wound up by what just happened. And it's happening a lot, like every other day, even now. And it happened this morning, and that's what made me think about like I could do this for a video and see if anybody else is having this problem. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's anxiety or what, but it's not like the whole jumping up and panicking thing. Though that does still happen on occasion, but it's more lately I've been just getting up calmly hours and hours early, like literally in the middle of the night, and I'm doing stupid weird shit like opening the window and like thinking it's daytime, getting dressed for work, and then I sit down and I snap out of it. Sometimes I don't even get that. Sometimes I get that far where I'm actually like fully dressed, and then I'm like, what am I doing? I've literally put my shoes on and everything, and I start feeling really dumb and like really stupid, and that's why I get angry too. It's kind of like humiliated. I feel stupid, even though there's no one really around to see it. It's just me, but it's like I'm embarrassing myself. And other times it's like I get up and I kind of snap out of it when I'm at the window. A lot of the times that happens. I just get to the point where I'm opening the window, and then I'm like, what is going on? Like I will open the curtains, and then I will just open the window, and then I'm like, then I look at the clock and I'm like, what is going on? So what I did, I thought I could try something here because I never look at the clock. And I think if all I did was just look at the damn clock, I would see that it's not like morning yet. It's not time for me to wake up. But it still didn't work. I wrote on a piece of paper and I stuck it right next to my bed on my laptop screen. So as soon as I wake up, it would be the first thing that I would see saying, don't wake up unless, like, look at the clock. I can't remember exactly what I wrote. It was like, look at the clock. Don't get up until this time. But even still, it was like I wasn't looking at the piece of paper because it carried on. It's just like, it's so bizarre. I kept doing it even though the paper was there reminding me to look at the clock. It was like I just wasn't paying attention to anything other than like this routine of getting up, open the window, get dressed for work. And it was crazy. And so eventually I got to a point where I was so damn sick of it that I Googled it. And I never even thought about sleepwalking at this point. I just thought I was like, I don't know, I just thought I was just acting weird. But I Googled it and it said it is a type of sleepwalking. And a lot of people do have that, where they will wake up and start doing things that they would typically do when they're awake, but they're not aware that they're doing it, sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes early hours in the morning. And people do it. And I guess it is like, from the research that I did, I guess it is like anxiety induced. Some people are, I don't know, just some people just fear that they're going to be late, or some people, it's like you just don't. The feeling I get is like I wake up and I just get up. I don't, on a normal day, what I would do when my alarm goes off, I would sit in bed for like 10 minutes, like go through the notifications on my phone and stuff like that. But when this happens, it's like I instantly get out of the bed, go over to the window, open it, open the curtains, and then I start doing other things, and then I will start to get dressed. And it has got to a point where I've literally been like dressed, fully dressed, and about to leave my bedroom. And I'm like, what am I doing? It's the craziest thing. I don't really know what to do about it, except for like some people were saying like try CBD oil and try CBD like whatever, or like even other things to like help you sleep better. I haven't tried anything yet, but I think I might, just to like see if it will work and like put me in a more relaxed state and stop me waking up and like literally sleepwalking. I guess it makes sense, but I was always thinking, I don't even think I've ever met somebody who was a sleepwalker, so I never thought about it. The only time I ever really saw somebody sleepwalking was like in the movies when they like go downstairs and open the fridge and make a sandwich and they don't even know they're doing it, and then the next day they're like, who ate my sandwich, when it was them and they were just sleepwalking. But I guess it kind of makes sense. It's a form of sleepwalking. I'm getting up and I'm doing stuff, getting ready for the day, and I'm not aware that I'm doing it until I snap out of it. Then I'm like, it's kind of like when you're daydreaming and you don't know you're daydreaming until you just snap out of it and you're like, sorry, what did you say? I wasn't listening. I was in a daydream. It's like that feeling. But then I look at the clock and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I don't have to be awake for 4 hours. I've been asleep for 1 hour. And then I get angry, and then I can't sleep because I'm angry. But I don't know, that's pretty much all there is to say about it. It's not like super exciting. It's not like I go and like climb on the roof and stuff like that, like some people do in the cartoons. But I thought it would be pretty interesting to talk about and see if any of you guys have the same problem. If you do, let me know in the comment section. And smash a like on this video if you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate that. And definitely let me know if you or anyone else you know has sleepwalking problems, or you do the same thing as me, like you start getting up really early, like you've slept for 1 hour and then you just wake up and then you start getting ready for the day. Like you genuinely believe that it's morning, and it's so weird. But let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to chase your dreams. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoy my videos and you would like to support me and my channel more and also be featured in my videos, go check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. I would really appreciate any help you guys have to offer. As you can see, we have different tiers, different rewards, so go over there, check it out, and I would really appreciate that. Every little helps. Thank you so much. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell on, and also follow me on all my social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat. So go follow me on all of those. And remember the most important thing, I love you guys, and chase your dreams.